Good morning, dear children. Welcome all of you to this session where in this module we are going to discuss about the fourth unit in microeconomics named forms of market and price determination. So far we have dealt with the different forms of market and its definitions. Next we have to discuss about the features of all these markets we have discussed. So once again, let me explain the different types of market for this purpose, which are the various types of market: perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. Here are certain features of the perfect competition. So in my definition, I have cited some characteristics, but more features are there for this market. The first one is very large number of buyers and sellers. As I told you in the definition, it's not of one buyer or not one seller. Various buyers and sellers will be there in this market. And what about the nature of the product? It is of homogeneous in one. That means homogeneity refers to the uniformity. We cannot see the variations in all aspects. That is homogeneity. Whereas heterogeneity means we can see the differentiations in the nature of the product. And the next feature is free entry and exit of firms. What is that free entry and exit of firms means? Yes, there is complete freedom for all the buyers and sellers to enter as well as to exit from the market. There is no barrier for their, entrance. There are no certain restrictions for their entrance into the market. That is the next characteristics. Then perfect knowledge. What about that perfect knowledge means? That is, whoever may be the seller or even the buyer, they are having certain perfect knowledge regarding the market conditions prevailed. What is that? Yes, even all the sellers as well as the buyers are having the perfect knowledge about the market. And here in this market, I told you in my definition, we are all mere price takers and not the price makers. All the suppliers, if they want to supply their products, what the prices prevailed in the market, they have to take or accept that prices only. And we cannot have the freedom to make the price according to our own will. The next one is perfectly elastic demand curve. That is what? Yes, in our previous chapters, we have studied about the various degrees of elasticities of demand. Various degrees of price elasticities of demand we have studied. And one among them is perfectly elastic demand. So what about that? It is the demand is perfectly elastic one. According to the prices, the demand changes. And in perfect competition, price is equal to AR is equal to MR. Average revenue and marginal revenue are same in the perfect competition. The next one is perfect mobility of the factors of production. We know that what all the 4 factors of production required for the process of production. And among these factors, perfect mobility is there. That means we can move from one place to the other. Perfect mobility of the factors of production. Then the next one is absence of transportation cost. What is that? No cost is involved in the transportation of the items from where we have produced. Absence of transportation cost. The next one is absence of selling cost. So for this, what if we have produced certain commodities, we have to sell certain commodities in the market. That means no need of advertisements, isn't it? Yes, if you want to sell our products, we have to advertise their such products. And what all the cost involved in the, what all the costs involved in the sale of certain commodities, here it is the certain absence of selling cost in this perfect competition. There is no selling cost involved in that commodities. So these are the various features of the perfect competition. So children, I hope the explanations for the different features of the perfect competition is clear for you. And here the features of the pure competition, that it is slightly different from the perfect competition, but even we can see the more similarities also. So it is related to the pure competition. That is, large number of buyers and sellers will be there, and the homogeneous products, free entry and exit of firms. This is related to the pure competition. Large number of buyers and sellers, and what about the products homogeneity? It is also the nature of the products is homogeneous one, and the free entry and exit. Nobody is there to restrict our entrance as well as to exit from that market. So these are all the various features of the pure competition. The next one is features of the monopoly. So we have discussed about the first market form, that is perfect competition. The second one, monopoly. What are the various features of the monopoly? That is, the first one is single seller of a commodity. The next one is absence of close substitutes of the product. So here in monopoly, I told you only one seller is there in this market, not more than one. And the next one is the absence of close substitutes of the product. So we have studied about the different types of goods also, isn't it? Which are the substitute, which are the complementary one. And what is meant by the substitute goods means those goods which perform the similar function or serves the similar taste to the consumers. The same good performs the similar functions or serves a similar taste of the other good means we can call it as a perfect substitutes. So here we can see the absence of close substitutes of such products. And the next one is difficult of entry of a new firm. That is, a new firm cannot enter easily into the market. There are certain norms or conditions are there. After fulfilling only, such a firm can enter into this market. The next one is negatively sloped demand curve. Here, the demand curve is not positively one, it is negatively sloped. And here average revenue is greater than marginal revenue. It is not same as in the perfect competition. Here average revenue is greater than the marginal revenue. Then full control over the price. In the perfect competition, we are only the price takers, whereas in monopoly, we are having, as it is a single seller, that single seller entirely controls the price of the certain commodities. That is a full control over the prices. So children, is it clear? Yes. Then price discrimination exists. Price discrimination means price changes exist in that market. What is that? As I told you that uniform price prevail in the perfect competition, but in this monopoly we can see the discrimination or changes in the prices. Then the next one is existence of abnormal profit. In this market we can reap abnormal profits, not of normal one, or yes, it is of abnormal profits more than the normal one. Yes. So the existence of abnormal profit is there. So these are the various features of the monopoly. So children, I hope the explanations related to this perfect competition features as well as for the features of monopoly is precise for you. Thank you children for watching this video.